Hey guys, Coach Jason, hope you're doing well. I want to continue my series of workouts, continued. And what I mean by that is if you take a look in the description down below, I put an initial video of workouts for the 800 and 1500, and then a follow-up one with some more workouts. One was part 1, part 2. I've done the same for 3K and 2 mile steeple, so on. I've done for 5K, both. And now I'm going to do my follow-up workouts for 10K. Okay, things that I've used over the last 2 decades as a coach at the high school, college, and post-collegiate level with success, okay, and modified, obviously, to accommodate individual needs, but I think these workouts could be helpful to you, or at least give you some other options that you could consider, or again, make into your own, that you might find is a good option for some of your athletes. So, by the way, my next videos, I'm going to go over my follow-up half marathon workouts video, and then I'm going to do one for the marathon. Okay, so if you're a runner or a coach and those interests, those levels interest you, or those distances interest you, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and hit the notification next to it so you don't miss it. Okay, and take a look at all the videos that I put out already. So when you subscribe, take a look at, you'll see fully detailed training programs from middle distance all the way up to the marathon, all different levels. Okay, and if I can encourage you to do one thing, if you're going to watch any of my videos, watch the entire thing, because especially the training plans, because I explain everything. For 12 weeks, 15 weeks, 16 weeks, I break it down and give you the explanation as to why this is here, why this is there, and how it flows into the next couple of weeks. So if you want to have an in-depth understanding, aside from just seeing the stuff and not really getting why it's there, watch the entire video. Please do that. I don't want you to miss out on important content that could really, really help you or your athletes. Okay, it's very important. So I take a lot of time to do these, and I want to make sure that you're getting the full benefit of them. So, and I saw it. And again, if you have questions about any of them, put them in the comments. Okay, I respond to everybody. Okay, so I'd be more than happy to answer questions as well. And I learn from athletes just as much as they learn from me. So with that, let's get to this. Okay. I broke it down: early season, mid-season, late season. I'm giving you 3 workout options for each point in the season, okay? So let's start with the early season, okay? This one, I call it bookend thousands, okay? And it's a total of either 8 to 10 by 1,000 meter efforts, depending on the volume, your volume or your volume of your athletes, but it comes to 10,000 meters worth of running, okay? Now, the way I have it laid out is this. The first is a 1,000 meter effort at goal 10K pace, okay, with a 3-minute recovery. And then in the middle, 6 to 8 by 1,000 meter efforts with a 1-minute recovery at threshold pace, okay? And then on the back end, another 1,000 meter effort at goal 10K pace as well, okay? If you need to, these are all with a minute recovery. If you need to take 3 minutes after the last threshold 1,000 meter rep, take it before you do the last 1,000 meter rep. So just so that it's kind of congruent on both ends, okay? I have it set up this way. And you can do a lot of different ways, but a lot of races like 10,000, some people will go out hard the first 400 meters, but some of those folks come back. Some of the stronger, more experienced athletes will go out hard for 800 meters or 1,000 meters. This gives you practice in simulating how to go out hard and then settle in, okay? And then on the back end, finish strong and not wait for the last 100 meters or 200 meters or 400 meters. This gives you an opportunity to kick from further back. Okay, and you'll see these workouts get a little bit longer as the season progresses, and you'll see that as well. Okay, workout number 2, 3K at your current 10K pace with a 4-minute recovery, another 3K at your goal 10K pace with a 4-minute recovery, a 2 kilometer at your goal 10K pace with 3-minute recovery, and then another 2 kilometer at your goal 10K pace with a 3-minute recovery. So 3K, 3K, 2K, 2K. These first 3Ks, you can do both of them at your current 10K pace if it feels more appropriate. If the more fit and more experienced you are, then you can go to goal for the second one. But if you need to start at both at current and then the 2 kilometers at your goal, getting progressively faster, that's fine too. And then the last but not least, a 1 kilometer effort with a 2-minute recovery at your current 5K pace, and then another 1K effort at your goal 5K pace. Okay, so you're progressing from essentially current 5K pace to current 10K pace to goal 10K pace, down to goal 5K pace as the reps get shorter. This simulates getting progressively faster throughout the workout. Okay, and again, it's 6K, 10K, 12K, so it's over distance, but this is a great early season workout to build strength. Okay, and to really see how fit you are and what adjustments you might need to make along the way. All right, and then the last one, 3 times a 3K with a 4-minute recovery after each one, and you progress from your current to your goal race pace, okay, for 10K. And then on the back end, you run 1 by 1K, 1 by 1,000 meter, hard, okay, hard. Get as close to 5K pace as you possibly can, again, to simulate finishing strong, okay, 10 kilometers worth of total volume. So these are great early season workouts, okay, and again, depending on how experienced and how fit you are, you adjust the paces accordingly as you need to. Okay. Mid-season, now taking this workout, and it gets a little bit longer on the ends as you start to transition into a little bit more intense workouts. Okay, as the races become a little bit more competitive, invitationals, and you start prepping for championship season. Okay, first one. Now it's mile bookends. Okay, a 1 mile effort at your goal 10K pace. Okay, with a 3-minute recovery. And then the same 6 to 8 by 1,000 meter efforts in the middle at threshold pace, which is obviously slower than your goal pace, with a 1-minute recovery in between each rep. Take 3 minutes if you need to after the last 1,000 meter effort, and then you do another mile on the back end at your goal 10K pace. Okay, this is a little bit more meaty workout than that one. Okay, and again, how do you know what your threshold pace is? If you want to know, take a look in the description down below. I have a video on how to determine your current fitness by a 1 mile time trial, and then how to set the appropriate training paces based on that. So you're training at the right zone. So it's important to know what your threshold pace is. It might not be someone else's. So if there's training groups, you need to make sure that everybody's in the appropriate training groups, because if you're training at somebody else's paces, you're not going to be recovering the way you should be, and vice versa for other people. So it's very, very important to determine the right paces before you do the workout. So I encourage you to watch those 2 videos. Watch all of them, because I give you all the numbers. I break down everything for you. Next one, 2 sets of 1.5 mile, 1 mile, 800. Okay, so the total of the set is 3 miles, so it's 6 miles of total running. So you do a 1.5 mile effort at 10K pace with a 3-minute recovery. Okay, and then a 1 mile effort at 5K pace with a 2-minute recovery, and then an 800 meter effort at get as close to 3K pace as possible. You take a 6-minute recovery after that one, and then you repeat the set again. Okay, practicing getting progressively faster. And third workout, 4 times 1.5 mile, or 2,400 meters, 6 miles of total running at your current, progressing from your current to your goal 10K pace. Okay, and then on the back end, you run 1 500 meter effort hard. Okay, hard as you can to simulate finishing that last 500 meters, which is half the distance of running the last running the last K hard, finishing a little bit faster from a different distance away now. Okay. Now, let's transition to late season. I'm going to have a seat here. All right. This is a good workout as well. I'll move this down a little bit. All right, there we go. 2K, okay, at 2,000 meters at your 10K pace. Okay, and again, this is another bookend workout, but this is when you're at your fittest and your strongest. So 2K at 10K pace, or your goal 10K pace with that same 3-minute recovery, the same 6 to 8 by 1,000 meter efforts in the middle at threshold pace with a 1-minute recovery. Take a 3-minute recovery after the last one, and then you do another 2K on the back end. Okay, so as you progress throughout the seasons, the back ends and the front ends get longer, and the middle stays the same. Okay, and that's that goal 10K pace for the 2K. Second workout, 4 by 1,200 meters, 4 by 800 meters, 4 by 400 meters. Okay, so you got 4,800 meters, 3,200 meters, which gives you 8,000, and then this is 9,600, 6 miles worth of running. Okay, but the 4 by 1,200 meter efforts are going to be at 10K pace with a 2-minute 30-second recovery after each one. 800 meter efforts at 5K pace, okay, with a 2-minute recovery after each one. And the 400 meter efforts are going to be between 3K down to mile race pace, okay, with a 1-minute recovery after each one. So you get progressively faster, but in blocks now, okay. This is a really, really good test your fitness, test your sharpness, and see how ready you are to really, really run fast workout, okay. And the last one, 10 by 800 meters with a 2-minute recovery at 5K pace. Current to goal, or all goal, okay, which is significantly faster. These are shorter reps, and it's only, it's 5K pace, and it's 8,000 meters worth of running, so 5 miles worth of running, less than 10K, but at a significantly faster pace. 2-minute recovery, and then on the back end, you run 1 600 meter effort hard, okay, 1 600 meter effort hard, and that's it. I mean, I have a whole 4-week kind of tapering peaking cycle. you can take a look. I've got videos on that as well, particularly for 10K, and I have it broken down into 4-week blocks for periodization purposes, and that's how I structure my training, 3 to 4 week blocks, so there's an adaptation phase for everything. So I would encourage you to take a look at that as well. But there are 3 workouts for the 10K, for your early season, mid-season, and late season. Take a look at my other 10K video, and you'll see the difference. You'll see some other options as well, and you'll have a bunch of options for yourself or for your athletes that you may or may not have had before, which will give you, a little bit more flexibility. And again, if you have questions about how they fit, or how you should do them and so on, put them in the comments, and I will answer them. Okay? And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a USATF certified coach. I was a former competitive runner at all 3 levels, high school, college, and post-college, and I've coached at all these levels for the last 20 years. Okay? I'm also a Wharton certified, Jim and Phil Wharton certified musculoskeletal therapist and flexibility therapist, which is active isolated stretching, the rope. So I'm here to help you run fast and keep you healthy while you do it. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. And again, if you just want good running content, you want to learn more stuff, and see fully detailed training programs that you can either use as your own or compare with yours, hit that subscribe button and take a look at all the ones that I've got out there. I think you'll find them very informative and and educational and hopefully helpful as well. So, and again, I just want to share this with as many folks in the running community as possible. So if you know anybody who you think might benefit from this or might enjoy this, send them to them. I'd be more than happy to help them as well. I learn from athletes and other coaches as much as they learn from me, and I want to give back to the sport. That was so good to me. So, with that, make sure you don't miss my next video. It's going to be half marathon, early, mid, late season options for workouts. So, stay tuned. I'll talk to you then.